John Fedro here. Stick around to the end of this video because there's a lot of content that we're going to go over and the real way to scale with mobile homes. It might not be what you're thinking. We're going to talk about it towards the end of the video. There's a lot of stuff to get through. Then I want to tell you how to really scale with mobile homes and how you can do it. You might already be thinking about it, but it's the way to eventually go. I will talk to you soon, probably in just a couple seconds. On to the video. John Fedro with mobilehomeinvesting.net. In this video, I want to talk to you about scaling for you as an individual mobile home investor. If you're asking, John, what does that look like? What have you seen people do to really ramp up their business and maybe take themselves out of the business, or get to a number of homes and then more homes, and then is this sustainable even? So you may have all those questions in this video. I want to answer them for you, hopefully. And if you have any additional questions, comment them down below. Behind me, you can see that my whiteboard is gone. It's in the shop, but it will be back eventually. But for right now, we'll make do with the high-price graphics here of electrical tape and paper. And so there's sort of a timeline that I've seen with regards to people scaling their business, being able to sort of ramp up speed, buy more and more homes every month, do that sustainably, take themselves out of the business. So let's talk about that. And whether you're just getting started mobile home investing or you have been mobile home investing for a while, I think you'll agree with some of the stuff behind me. You'll learn some stuff as well. And I want to share with you what I've seen over the past number of years working with others around the country and investing myself. You start mobile home investing with just you, usually. You, maybe a significant other, of course, which is awesome. I love to see that. Or like a family member or something like that. Good partners are hard to find. And you're responsible for advertising, for sellers, for networking, for appointments, closing mobile homes, and approving sellers when you sell, and then selling, and then paperwork, and then management of the mobile home, depending on how you're selling it or renting it. And then there's more. What I did not include on this right here that you are normally doing in the beginning, and that's for many folks, is the repairs. Most folks in the beginning are not doing their own repairs, or we quickly learn that that's not our forte. And even if it is your forte, it probably is not your best use of time. And for your first couple deals, so be it. If you do your own repairs, great. Or if you're working with sort of alongside of a handyman and you learn things and you're kind of their free worker, you're the one, doing the work that they don't want to do. You're asking questions. You're looking over their shoulder. I put experienced, not expired, but experienced handy person. And really just, you and a handy person can do 1 to infinite deals moving forward. I will say that it's kind of capped maybe at 1 to 4 deals sustainably month after month when you're doing all of this, but that's kind of doing this full time. But you don't actually have to go any farther past here. Many mobile home investors stay right here. And they're busy and they're able to add property after property after property to their portfolio, sell some, keep others. There's some you want to sell for cash. There's others that you may want to take for payments. There's others that you might want to rent or move or wholesale. And I would say after people have a handyman, which is usually right away, I would say around deal number 3 is when people start adding more tech. So I would say kind of after deal 3, after deal 4, after deal 5, that's when people are starting to add a CRM, which is a customer relationship manager or contact relationship manager, where you're getting leads from buyers, from sellers, from handy people, from people in the business. I know the realtors. Outsourcing repetitive actions is something that technology can help with. So we have repetitive actions as mobile home investors and as real estate investors as well. What can be outsourced with today's modern technology? Speaking of modern technology, let's tape this down here. Okay, get this next piece of tape ready. All right, what do we have behind? Oh, and then look, I should have cut this again, but I didn't. And that is a question mark. Which is something sort of after I've seen where you get started, you install more tech after deal 3 or 4 into your business. In order to keep growing, having 1, 2, 3 deals a month, you might not need this right here, but I'm going to talk about this right here in just a second. But let's kind of go past that question mark. Virtual assistants. Folks then typically hire a virtual assistant. And this is somebody that will be virtual for you. It's maybe a friend that you know on Facebook, it's a friend of a family member. You can put out sort of what you're looking for, or it's through a company like Upwork.com or another virtual assistant website that caters to maybe a specific country, and they can harvest data, screen calls, make calls depending on their fluency in English or Spanish, depending on where you're marketing to, post ads, manage a website if you have one, online replies to people, etc. Down here at the bottom, I mentioned 5 deals to start. I would suggest that you start a business first, you start implementing things yourself, then you can hire a virtual assistant. Not everybody does this. First of all, I will say many people never hire a virtual assistant, and you can have a very healthy, strong business. But when you start to take some of these repetitive actions off your plate, and you're paying people, $2 to $4 to $6 an hour, maybe more, maybe less, and then you can start doing more deals. You're able to focus more. I mean, if you have this many leads coming in and this many opportunities, you're going to find that a virtual assistant is going to help pretty quickly. But that's, you sort of grow into this. You don't start with a virtual assistant. Some people do, but I will say most people don't. And then most people, they never get to this next step. I'm working with a handful of people that approached me in the beginning, and they said, John, we want to have a, not collectively, they said we, but independently, I want a business that I can build, and I can have people in place, and then I can outsource, and I can do other businesses. I'm an entrepreneur, and I want to build businesses, build systems. And so I'm working with a handful of people that have built systems. And when you build a system, you'll have a local selling agent, not necessarily a realtor, but probably a broker or a licensed broker in the state that you're in, because some of your deals will be brokering deals at this point when you do have a selling agent to keep this person busy. So you'll not only be buying them, fixing them, selling them, wholesaling them, and then brokering them, which is wholesaling, brokering. This person will deal directly with the buyers. Selling mobile homes, when you have 3, 4, 5, 6 mobile homes that you're selling and turning over, that is a full-time job. This person may work on commission only. They may have a small weekly pay as well. Deals with sellers, sells mobile homes, and then there's a local gopher as well. Like, they go for this, they go for that, they do other jobs locally that you are not able to do. If you do get to this point where you have a local selling agent, you're also eventually going to have a buying representative. You've taken yourself out of most of the equation up at this point, except for buying, except for helping sellers, except for making offers, negotiating, closing. This is a pretty big step here, which most people, they're reluctant to sort of outsource dealing with the sellers, making offers, keeping a relationship, building rapport with important folks in this business. So that's when you eventually kind of step out, and then you have the business on the buying side, on the repair side, on the selling side. This person is usually managing most of the business as well. But the real way to outsource in this business, before I tell you that, this is the last one, the one that is, you can skip over, you can go from the very beginning directly to this, you can stop anywhere, and you can jump right to this last step. That's an important one. But first, let's talk about this mystery, and that's a private, either private money source, deep pockets for you, or a partner, excuse me, or a lender or a partner. Because without a money source, most folks that I've seen are not able to continually grow. You will be able to buy mobile homes and then sell mobile homes, but in order to get to 4 deals, 6 deals, 8 deals per month, unless you're strictly wholesaling them, unless you have a source of leads coming in, or you're moving them, or you have a it's really unique situations, but for the most part, having a money person, someone that wants to make a good return on their money, and if you're willing to do the work and take the action, there's people out there, absolutely. And especially if you've gotten to this point where you're implementing some tech, you've done some deals, you're able to, you have a track record of your own, but there's deals that you're passing up and not able to close, but still able to get a good return, or put somebody in there to rent it, to wholesale it. You wouldn't need more money to borrow for wholesaling, but if you want to keep it more long term or fix it up and resell it, if you're passing up deals like that, then you need a money partner or a money lender. So I hope that all this really made sense. Now, the main thing that I wanted to talk about is right here, because this is the way that I truly believe to scale a business that I don't know how much it's talked about online, but I think it definitely has to be said, which I think a lot of folks watching the video, including you, may be thinking this right here. Buying the complete mobile home parks. With one deal, you get many homes, 10 homes, 50 homes, 150 homes or more. But there is more capital involved, more education, more moving parts, more profit, of course, more risk. I've seen around deal number 30, that's when people have, if you've never thought about owning a park, that's around deal number 30, you kind of have that idea bulb go off to say, you know, I'm ready for a park now. I own enough homes, I've done enough deals, I see how things work, and I'm ready to own my own park. Other folks, as we're going around as mobile home investors, around you, there's 50, 100, 200, 300, 400 homes around a 20, 40, 60 mile radius of you. Going to those communities, there's some parks that are looking to sell, that may want to sell, that may need help in filling their units or filling their spaces, or paying taxes even. I mean, just there's a number of situations that you might not think would really exist with park owners. So your next park may, I mean, if you want a park, it may not be as far away as you think. But some people use mobile homes as a stepping stone to get to the park. Some people never want to. Some people want to own a lot of mobile homes on land, which there's nothing wrong with that as well. And I'll put up this last paper, even though I maybe should have put it up sooner, but because you stick to the end, I'm going to reward you with this. You have, where can I put it here? Okay, let's do right here. This list right here does not include, but these are people that you are going to work with. They're not sort of on your team, and you're not outsourcing this, but you will know movers that you like to work with eventually, inspectors, realtors, not realtors, realtors. It's very important. People will get upset if you say it the wrong way. I know, I've been told many times and yelled at. It's realtors. Realtors. I tell you that right? Realtors. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Plumbers, electrician, AC folks, junk removal, mortgage loan originators, real estate attorneys, title companies to help facilitate with some closings that we do, or double closings, or if there's an underlying note involved. I hope that this all makes sense and helps. And thanks for sticking around to the end to, let me know if you agree to this. Let me know if you agree, if you would disagree, where you're at in this journey. And if you have any questions, of course, you can email me at support@mobilehomeinvesting.net. That's support@mobilehomeinvesting.net. And that's it. Thanks for watching to the end. Talk to you soon. If you have any questions or comments, put them below. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.